to another Rosh Reviews, where we are in Rex.H's AU Falcon. This is the drift machine, and we're here in Melbourne today. We've actually lucked out with the weather, and mate, when Rex says you can take the AU out, you do not hesitate. Because he's done it so well, you can do fun little moves like that. We got the Forte hat on, and oh yeah, this is done really well. Now we do have to say a huge thanks to my good mate Rex.H here, a fellow YouTuber here in Australia, and if you guys haven't followed him already, I will leave a link in the description below. Make sure you check him out because this is his Drift AU, and he has a very cool channel where he is always tinkering away on one of his many different cars. And yeah, this particular one I had to come and see because you guys know how much I love a good AU, and this one, I gotta say, just driving it today, like, this is done so well. And I did previously just come out of a burnout AU Falcon, which, you know, that thing was pretty insane as well. But I gotta say, you know, just again, this is a Drift Spec one. That one was a burnout car. I'm liking this one more. It's just a little bit more livable. The power's here, and the noise of it too. It sounds bloody good. Now let's cover some of the mods here because he has gone to town, Rex, and he's done quite a bit to this car. So we've got BC coilovers up front, chop springs in the rear. It's got an aftermarket wheel here, obviously. You know, it's got like suede Alcantara on it. It has rigged up a hydro handbrake, and yep, I think I may have mentioned it before, but the diff, yeah, she's solid. She's welded up. It has put 3-4 diff gears in it, so you know that really does help. And I believe this thing also has an AU House front lock kit, so you can see the camber on this thing. He's got extractors, so he's done the pacemaker 4480s on this, and I gotta say, it is one of the better sounding AUs I've been in, especially running this 4-liter Intec. And you know, this thing originally, you know, it might only have had like 200 horsepower-ish, but it still seems to go pretty damn well. And again, with the diff setup here, she goes sideways. Goes sideways very easily, people. He's also swapped the gearbox here, so now it's running a T5, and man, it is sweet to road gears in an AU. And you know, as much as the BTR is a trusty unit, you know, this is just better, of course. Especially, and when you're in a drift car, you gotta have this. And you know, he's really gone all out with this build. I love how it's still kind of bunky on the outside. You know, we've got the like chicken wire for an antenna here, you know, the Benke stickers all over the place, like the cobwebs. This thing is left outside, and it just adds character, you know what I mean? And I gotta say, in terms of handling, man, it's really controllable. Like, the steering feels very sharp. For an AU, this is just quite insane. And again, when it gets sideways, just really easy control this thing. And again, you know, just the fact that these cars are over 20 years old, you know, majority of them here, and they've got such a cult following here now. So, you know, you used to be able to pick these things up for literally peanuts. And the challenge nowadays really, really is. And it's just it's one of these things, you know, the car isn't gonna win any beauty contests because, you know, you look at it and it looks like a Ford Taurus, you know, it's kind of ugly. But the beauty of this car is when you drive it, it's just got so much character, it's bulletproof, and again, it's really starting to age like fine wine now, because you get in this thing, especially on Melbourne roads, you know, the chassis was really highly developed here. Ford spent a lot of money on the AU development, and just the front end looks lost. You know, when the VX I think was coming out when this came out, and that is a better looking car, just is. Again, guys, if you are enjoying this type of content, please make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Consider subscribing if you are new here. And, you know, we're putting on the Forte hat because you got to send it in this thing. It's just too much fun, and you don't got to do much. Just put the pedal down, send it. Oh, I love a good AU. It goes so well, and again, the age of this thing. It's just too much fun. Don't even need the handbrake, man. Literally, just smash it into a corner. This is so fun. The lock kit, AU House lock kit, guys, if you're gonna drift one of these things, Jesus, the steering gets improved. Like, it's incomparable how good this thing turns now. And you know, the fact you can just, with the small little E-Series wheels on the back, you know, it just takes zero effort to get this thing sideways. It is a huge amount of fun. And again, you know, the 4-liter intake here, just the granddaddy to the Barra, really. You know, straight 6, NA. You know, again, 200-ish horsepower. For pushing this weight, this thing's probably weighing around 1.5 ton. Man, it's enough. And when you get mods like this thing really turns into a fun little weapon again. And again, the steering, just with the steering wheel, the lock kit, the diff, far out, your Rex. Yeah, this is a fun machine. Alrighty, guys, now 0 to 100. We are quite curious what this beast is actually going to do. And being an AU, you know, I would expect something honestly like 10 seconds, but we're gonna have a play. We're gonna put the old Forte hat on and reset the draggy. Just build it up a little bit, and here we go. We got 100 in second, just on limiter. And yeah, traction, as I predicted, was non-existent basically. So you know, again, it's too easy, this thing, and it's a lot of fun to drive. Hopefully we hit 100 that time. The diff gears in the back, I think, are playing with the speedo a little bit, but let's have a look at what we got. 0 to 100, guys, was done in 9.4 seconds, so pretty much exactly what I thought we were gonna get, because, you know, look, it's manual, but the traction is the biggest issue here. And, you know, even just babying it kind of off the lights there, we're spinning. So, you know, around 9 seconds, I think, you know, you're doing well. If you get into the 8s, that's winning. Now, guys, look, I'm gonna finish the video off here today. So, look, a huge thanks to Rex.H again. Go support the man. Link is in the description below. Subscribe. You know, hit the subscribe button for me while you're at it, mate. And yeah, I love this thing. This is a really fun AU. Again, I could just totally see this thing on a track, just tearing up tires. It's a blast to drive. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and we'll see you on that next video. Oh yeah.